Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up and use the Adonis admin command. So first you want to navigate to your home section, then under the insert ribbon, press toolbox. In the toolbox, you want to go under models and just search for Adonis. It's spelled Adonis, and the Adonis you want to use is by Essex Incorporated. So import that in. So you're going to see that you have now this model in your Explorer tab here. And this is the Adonis just logo. So we're going to move this Adonis to the server scripts service. Move the Adonis loader, not the base plate. So in here, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the thumbnail. We don't need that. So we will not be touching the loader or the version because this is what loads the commands. Themes are if you want to add themes to Adonis. You can find that on this link right here. And the API can also be set up through that link, but we will not be going over that in this tutorial. You can also set up plugins for Adonis. This is for custom commands or anything. We will not be going over this in this video. We're just going to be going over how to set up Adonis via the settings. So you want to open this module, and inside of here, we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. So we're just going to click this little arrow and close that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to change this. The data store, I'm gonna put YT underscore Adonis testing. And in the data store key, please, if you take anything from this video, please change this to something random. The best thing you can do is mash your keyboard like this. I wouldn't recommend doing spaces though. Make sure it doesn't have to be this key, but make sure it's random so people won't know. So we will not be touching these because this is just asking if you want the data store or not. This is just over simple stuff. So this is how you can import a theme. We're going to be using just the default, but you could use like the rounded theme, but we're going to stick with the default in this video. And you can also change mobile themes. This is settings.rings. This is how we'll set up privileges for our players. We will be skipping that for right now. And we will be skipping permissions, aliases, and cameras for right now. Let's go over this little section right here. So banned is if I would put a username or my user ID inside of here, like it says over here, or a group ID, this gets me banned. So when I hit play, if we look at the output here, I was kicked, and it says banned. No reason provided because we didn't provide one for why I got banned. So muted, as you could guess, if I am muted, I will not be able to speak in chat. You are muted, other players cannot see your messages. So this just means I can't chat. So blacklist is just people, it's the same thing as banning people. Whitelist is if we have the whitelist on, and that means if we have whitelist on, that means only these people can join, and that can be done by a username, a user ID, group IDs, etc. So on startup is if I did on startup, and let's just do fly me. So that means whenever I hit play, the command runs fly me, as you can see here. Run startup command fly me. Obviously, it's not going to fly the server, so I would have to actually put JK beans. I wanted that to work. But it's not working because it's on startup. This is just a list of commands that, like, if you wanted to do something. So now on join, I can do fly me, and this will run it as the player. So when I join, see, now I can fly because it does the fly me command. And this the same thing on spawn, just means whenever your character dies and resets, that command will run. So save admins is just if someone ranks anyone in game. So prefixes is like if I wanted the prefix exclamation mark, is I can just add that. Player exclamation mark is for stuff like donate, which is a Adonis command, and special prefixes are like all me and all that. You don't have to change any of these. You might want to change the prefix if you don't like it. The bash key is basically, so when I'm running a command, I don't have commands. I will have to rank myself. So, meaning I will have to go up here, and where it says moderators, admins, head admins, and creators. So, what we can do here is I can put my name, and this will cause me to have admin commands. So when I join the game, in the bottom left here soon, there it goes. Your rank is admin. I said bottom left, but I meant bottom right. So when I do fly me, it obviously allows me to fly. So when I do unfly me, it stops me from being able to fly. So what if I wanted to do two commands at once? So if I wanted to fly me and go invisible, oh, well, if I could spell invisible, right? Pretty sure it's invis me. Yeah. So if I wanted to unfly me and uninvis me. I can do those two commands at once if I knew how to uninvis myself. So now we want to stop the game, and this is just if you wanted to add other people too. Certain commands have certain ranks. So when I do :cmds, which is short just for commands, is when I hover over commands, you'll see they say no rank, but they can also say moderators, admins, and head admins, and creators. Those are just rank privileges commands. So what if I wanted just fly for everyone? So what we would do is we would do fly, and then we would just do no rank. So that should work. So now if we do :cmds fly, it didn't like the no rank, because you can't really do no rank if I remember correctly. So what if I wanted fly to only be for creators? So we go over to fly, CMDS, we search fly. It still says moderators, but it will have permissions for creators, because that's what we set over here. For some reason, it's not liking what I'm doing, even though it should work. So this should work, it's just not working in my example. Aliases are basically just ways for you can rename stuff. Cameras, this is a new feature. I don't know how to use it. And you'll never probably use any of these, but you can set up waypoints and stuff. And here's how you set up an example command. So it has it here, example command, and then it's an open table. And then you get the settings.prefix, and then command equals, and this is just the command that it will respond to. And this, the args is what it will accept. So if I went like args and then player, args1 would be player. And then the description is just the description. The admin level is according to the level of the rank over here. And then filter means should we filter the text that the player is giving us. Hidden just makes the command hidden. Disable disables the command. And the function is it's getting the player and it's getting the args, which are these, and then it's printing those out. Command cooldowns is you can just set cooldowns. Fun commands, like these are just commands that you can enable or disable. This is the ban message, so if I ban someone, I could change that. The lock system, if people are not whitelisted. Then system message, and then you got all of this stuff. Auto clean and auto backup, and rejail is just when a player leaves when you have jailed them. So here is a useful setting. System help, which allows people to do :help, and it like pings the admin. I recommend you turn this off unless you want that. I also recommend that you turn off the help button. I'll show you what the help button is. The help button is when I'm playing a game, and in the bottom right, this help button appears and this pops up. So to disable that, we just want to put this to false, and that allows that to go away. So once the admin system works, there's no help button. Another thing that you can disable is you can turn off if people can show off their capes. So if I put this to false, it's still going to allow the donor to not enable their cape, sorry. It will not let them enable their cape because capes are disabled. But what we could do is we could turn donor capes to true and make this true. So we want to still disable this, but it will make the caps local so they can see them. And we can also turn off donor commands. I will show you the donor commands. Donor commands are, let's see if that works. No, because we disabled them in the settings. So donor commands are anything that ends with this. So like fire red. Now it's allowing me to do this because I am the head admin or the creator of the game. But normally anything with a exclamation mark is a donor command, and we just have those turned off. So that means donors couldn't just use admin in our game. So Trilio and G settings, you'll probably never use these. So you probably won't need to mess with any of these settings. So anti-cheat settings. These are if you want Adonis to check for anti-speed, anti-building. It's just if you want quick and easy anti-exploit in your game, you can enable these. Try not to mess with these because these are just descriptions that the Adonis system uses. And please also do not change the order because the order also is very secure. Try not to mess with that. Now that we've gone through all of the settings and explained everything, you should be ready to use your Adonis admin commands. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. And if you're also feeling while you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's been Sammy. Thank you so much for watching.